Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Psych Talk. Today we're going to talk about the societal impact of pornography, why it's extremely damaging to society, and why it affects both women and men, and what it means for our values, relationships, and the future of humanity. Let's start by examining how pornography has become a societal problem. One of the most troubling aspects is its addictive nature. It's highly accessible, it's designed to captivate, and designed also to keep viewers coming back for more. And so, what happens when men become addicted to pornography? Well, the value of women in society diminishes. And you might ask, how is that possible? Well, pornography replaces one of the natural roles of women in relationships. And in the past, men had to step out of their comfort zones to pursue women. They had to take risks, face rejection, and improve themselves to become desirable partners. But with pornography, all of that effort disappears. It offers instant gratification without the challenges of forming genuine connection, and it's easy, always available, and free of the complexities that come with real relationships. And so this shift has a lot of consequences. And as men become increasingly reliant on pornography, we're seeing a decline in traditional relationships. Fewer people are getting married, starting families, or even seeking meaningful connections. And so the rise of AI exacerbates this problem by catering to niche fetishes and presenting these hyper-edited and unattainable standards of beauty. And so when men do seek real relationships, they often compare women to the unrealistic images that they have consumed, creating dissatisfaction and a lack of appreciation for real, quote-unquote, imperfect humans. And so will society benefit if pornography were banned? Well, yes, maybe. And without pornography, men might be more motivated to pursue genuine relationships. They might also focus on self-improvement, become healthier, more successful, and more appealing to potential partners. And this could also lead on valuing human connection more over artificial substitutes. And now let's discuss how women are affected by both pornography and modern societal norms. So in the past, a woman's nudity was considered sacred and rare, like watching a breathtaking sunset. It was special, something that carried immense value. And unfortunately, today, with the prevalence of pornography and social media, that sense of rarity has diminished. And many women now post revealing pictures on social media, encouraged by, the idea that it represents freedom or empowerment. But does it truly empower us? Or does it diminish our value by making something once rare and special into something commonplace? And so when women's bodies are displayed freely, the mystique and exclusivity of nudity are lost. And philosophically, this can be seen as a devaluation of the self. If we choose to make ourselves less accessible, we regain the power to decide who gets to see and experience our full selves. And by reserving our vulnerability and beauty for meaningful connections, we create an environment where relationships are built on mutual respect and admiration. And this is not about restricting freedom, but about redefining it. So true freedom comes from self-control and the ability to set boundaries. By choosing to limit access to our bodies, we elevate our value, making it clear that intimacy is not a commodity, but a sacred exchange. And so what does all of these say about modern society? So at its core, the proliferation of pornography and the casual display of nudity reflect a shift in how we view human connection and value. And so we've moved away from a culture that celebrates effort, self-improvement, and the pursuit of meaningful relationships, And instead, we have embraced convenience and instant gratification. And once, philosopher Immanuel Kant said, act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of another, always as an end, never as a means only. And so pornography and the casual objectification of the body turn people into means, objects of pleasure rather than beings of intrinsic worth. And so if we reframe our perspective, we can rebuild a society that values effort, connection, and the sacredness of human relationships. And men pursuing women with genuine intention, and women reserving their vulnerability for those who earn it, create a dynamic of mutual respect and admiration. And so pornography and the cultural norms surrounding nudity have reshaped how we view relationships, intimacy, and self-worth. But obviously there is hope for change, by choosing to value genuine connection over artificial substitutes and embracing self-improvement and intentional living, we can create a society that celebrates the beauty of human relationships in their truest form. Also, let's not forget that pornography is an addiction, quite literally, and it can deteriorate your life, your relationships, the way you view other people, women in general, and just like others' addictions, it just can destroy your life, and you just live for that one specific thing. It's the same thing as gambling. It's the same thing as being a drug addict. And so my hope is that more people become aware of this, become aware of how pornography is extremely detrimental for both men and women, how it devalues women, how it's detrimental for society, for the future of society, how it's going to create a whole new generation of people who are not going to get married, are not going to have children, how it's impacting also our youngest generations. They were now born in a time where, the internet wasn't there and they were not able to look at pornography very easily. And so imagine being a young teenager and have that accessibility 24/7 in a very easy manner. It's extremely dangerous and addictive, and so we might see a lot of negative consequences from this unless parents are very involved. And so but I have hope. I feel like more people are becoming aware of this, more people want to get better, and so we'll see what's going to happen. And this is the end of the episode. So thank you for joining us. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram or called Psych Talk Pod.